reviewed about 80 games or so. On average, we sign on anywhere around 10 to 15 games per year. First, a game gets evaluated from the context or gameplay point of view. If it doesn't play well, if the players, the producers, the QA people, the people who are really the game players don't like it, it becomes problematic. There are exceptions to that if it's a totally new genre type of game, such as Parappa the Rapper. We may try different angles, actually focus test it, or bring in people who are not your traditional gamers to see if we can open up a new market. But in any event, we first look at the end user wants or desires. And then if it passes that, we then discuss this with our sales and marketing group, who would be backing us up on the product. And if we get people on board in that end, we eventually get overall management approval. When a product goes through that meeting, before it gets picked up, it needs to really take advantage of the first-party marketing and distribution and show what the PlayStation has to offer. At that meeting, if the product does not get picked up by Sony, the product can still come out in the U.S. Through a separate publisher, what we call third-party publishers.
If a game is chosen for first-party marketing support, another team, software development, gets it ready for you to play.
In localization, the first course of action is for the producer to get very familiar with the game and recommend changes that he or she would like to see in the game for the U.S. market. A good example of this might be in Bloody Roar. Some of the changes that we made was to include sidestep as a default move. And we think that American gamers will appreciate that. A game that might come over from Japan or Europe may be too difficult or too easy, and we will want to tune that difficulty by changing enemy AI, artificial intelligence, enemy difficulty.
Corner the enemy as expected. We'll leave the rest up to you.
An example of where we did a graphic change was in Cool Borders 2. We changed the loading screens from a Japanese anime storytelling type of style to something that we felt was more cool and hip for the American audience. And in addition, we do the text changes, and some of the voiceover will change as well. Generally speaking, a localization effort can take roughly 3 months.
Go! Get pumped up! Drop in and get 50 fast! Yeah,
The search for good new games from overseas never stops. You can help the search by giving these teams your input.
I think the PlayStation Underground subscribers are very aware and knowledgeable about what's out there, and I would really love to get their help in trying to find products that have a wider range appeal to the American market. We would love to hear from the Underground subscribers, and as such, we have an email address that you can contact.
Do you know about a hot overseas game you'd like to see localized for North America? Let us know. Email or write us at these addresses.
Hi, welcome back to part 2 for PlayStation Underground issue 2.1. Okay, now it's time to do the code archive. Well, like I said, the code archive, I'm just showing just what few new codes of games are in there. But like I said, if you want cheats, go to Cheat CC for that one, because they have more codes right than the PlayStation Underground issue ever does. So anyway, this one will show you brief a little bit. Okay, so I'll just show you some new stuff they put on there, and then there you go. Okay, now it's time to put a couple of cheats I can put on for the code archive. One cheats. And now, the Game Brain from MTV.
Get inside the game with MTV's Game Brain. The first official PlayStation strategy guide on home video. Master the latest games. plus 3 free issues of GamePro magazine, MTV's Game Brain. Increase your genius.
That's it for that one. Okay, let's go to the next section here. Bulletins. As I told you before, that I only show about like the website, the quotes from like the last one, even though I already put it on the thing, which is okay. Details of what the next issue is, credits, and final print. So, yeah, I just want you to know I respect your privacy for the people with their names, even though they'll show their full names. But they show where they live in like town and actually city and state. But like I said, I appreciate their privacy, so that's why I'm not going to show it to them. So anyway, here you go. So anyway, oh yeah, there's a cheat there. This one is the hologram contest, which is shows a scoop about the third-party peripherals that has that is good to use on your PlayStation. But if it doesn't have that, it will harm your PlayStation. So you get for those lists right there, yeah, that's the ones I recommend you go get. So anyway, yeah, it shows about the redesign of PlayStation.com and previous cheats right there, which are self-explanatory. Threads, we don't need to worry about. Speak your mind. Okay, now the next transmission. Yep, I'll try out Gran Turismo, Tomba, Tekken 3, about Warhol, inside thing, and events there. Now the credits.
So this is what it looks like from up here.
Not that much more exciting. Dirty. It smells a little like soup. The odor of couple years back. Oh!
But it's well worth it. The wood playing this Sony game. Sony PlayStation.
This is where it's all put together.
Stand by, gentlemen.
Watch the magic happen.
15 seconds. This is good television. Come on.
Watch the magic happen. Go down the street. Make tech.
Yeah, whoa, it's the Michael Collins video game.
I'm sorry, I already blew it. Try it again.
Well, again, we're trying to get the subscriptions up a little bit.
20,000, man. We pray for those kind of ratings. Which one of these two is Al Lewis? You decide. This is the worst Mentos ad I've ever seen. Good, because if you show a Spunko commercial, I'm running to the edge. And now Scream 14.
MLB 98.
All right.
Watch how record photography can pummel.
Finished. God, can we get out of here? The lunch cart's right over here. Go. Yeah.
There you go. That was pretty cool. Did they show behind the scenes of how they did the intro for this issue? So that's pretty cool there. Alright, time to do imports. Okay, the imports here, actually they only show like one video and one game you can try, but it will lock your PlayStation, so you have to reset it in order to go back to this menu or back to the PlayStation menu or something like that. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. So the Puyo Puyo Sun, I think it's pretty much like Tetris style game, which is, you know, like those puzzling games you just seen everywhere. So anyway, so there's no need to show that one, but I will show you a couple videos here, and here comes one of them, and this one here is about Tomba. So enjoy. Because like I said, this one will block of the PlayStation, so I'm not going to bother doing that. So anyway, so that's pretty much the issue here. There's a couple cheats I want to show you that you can get like a free screensaver on your computer, which you won't have access to. So yeah, there you go. And there's this code denied as well if you get it wrong. So anyway, that's it for this issue. For this one, stay tuned for part 3 to end the issue. And it's time to game over. This AlanStarWarsFan says goodbye and see you part 3.